Hi everyone, it's your friend Syndicated. Well, last time I showed you some of the plants that I had bought, and one of them was this one, Opuntia. It's called the paper cactus, Opuntia papyricanthus. And I did a whole video showing you how I unpotted it and separated it and everything. It was a quite pretty big clump of plants. Anyways, I managed to get these out of it, which is this one. I took two off of it. Here's the roots. And then this one had side roots. I did a really great video. I'm sorry I lost it, but I'm going to do better next time. But it showed how this one had this aperture, but the roots didn't grow from here. Oops, sorry, right here. And it grew sideways. I think because it was like clustered along the side of this one. I believe so. And here's another mother one. This one I didn't remove any. Looks like it was just one. Well, this one I removed 3, if you could see here. Let me get my little pointer. I don't know where it is. I have billions of pens, and when I want one now, I just got this marker. Okay, so here, that brown stuff there, sorry I didn't explain that. That's just cinnamon. Because after I took the appendages off, I wanted to put cinnamon on it to make sure it doesn't get a disease or anything. So that's that. And then here's the ones that came off there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. This one, as you can see, I'm handling it, and it's not picking me at all. So there's the 3 main ones that came off the plant that I bought, and then 5 appendages or offspring. Now, in the previous video, I told you this plant, and as you see me handling it, it's not very dangerous, doesn't hurt, but there are some really in this there's little, I forgot what they call it, gonoids or I don't know, not gonads. It was like something, and anyways, as you can see, yes, it will give you a spine. So be very careful when you're just touching. I already got a couple of them, but normally I haven't had trouble with it. I guess handle it more from the paper and from the bottom, maybe. Okay, so it's such a beautiful plant, and I found out, so 2 of them had side roots, not bottom. It's a beautiful plant. I was reading up a little bit about it and doing some research, sorry, and I found out, I don't know, I didn't do the video, but when I did the video, I showed that this one, when I unpotted it, it showed signs of yellowing. That means it's probably overwatered. So yes, all this, don't mind it. It's just cinnamon. It'll come right off, really. I don't have a brush right here, but it will. And it's really beneficial for the plant. And I think it also deters insects, if I'm not wrong. So these, I'm going to pot them up right now. So let me show you. This is the soil it came in, the brown. Okay, let me show you. This is the soil that came in the pots, and it was extremely moist. And that's why I think they weren't doing well, they were doing well, but they just had some yellowing. So there we go. And then I added some extra pumice. It already had pumice in here, but I added more, and then I added some just normal sand, not special sand or anything, because I want to just dry it up a little bit. So I think I'll even add more pumice. So oh yeah, I do have some, sorry, I forgot this. I also brought some, wait, that's sand. Yeah, I already had it in there, sand. And then I had another one with some, here we go. Okay, it has enough sand, I believe. Oh, let me give you a little tip. These, I'm not promoting it, even though it's a really good brand of yogurt. Anyways, these containers, don't throw them away. You can use them to repot. Look at the code and it'll tell you what kind of danger it has. And then I use them to, store things. Right now I have sand in this one. I have a couple more. And I also, it's beneficial to save. These are my favorite coffee jars or any kind of jars, because They have a lid. It's usually airtight. And, you know, they're clean. You can clean them. You can bleach them. They won't permeate any chemicals into your dirt or stuff as some plastics might possibly do. So yeah, if you can save these jars, these are really good because they're large. They're big coffee jars. But also there's some that spaghetti sauce jars work well. And many other sauces, or if you can ask your friend or something, or a neighbor, they might have some that they don't need. Don't throw them away. They're useful. So then I also brought some of this cactus potting soil from the home store. Normal. I don't know what brand it is on. Basically, I'm not trying to promote brands. I mean, listen, sponsor me. I don't have any sponsors. But I would gladly tell you what I use. This is to benefit or you know, if it's successful for me, maybe it'll help you too. So this brand, I don't know the name right now, but it's in a green and white bag that has green and white stripes, I think, and it says cactus and succulent mix, and I get it at the home store. So there we go. Oh, so now that we have more dirt in here, okay, you see how nice it looks? Whoa. I still want to dry it up more. I'm going to put more because I'm going to plant a lot of stuff. All those little babies, I want to plant them. So here we go. So then let's add more of the other things. I totally emptied this thing. And, you know, you can label them. I didn't label that one because I just made it right now. I went to the backyard and got some dirt. And I brought it here just to make this video. So add more pumice. Succulents love pumice. Also, there's one thing they say. They sell these, what are they called? Aggregated rock or something like that. You add that, that's helpful as well. But, they don't like to be damp on their roots. You need to keep them drain. They have to drain the soil. They'll let you know when they need water. In fact, people worry about watering their plants and stuff, and that's a valid worry. But succulents, a lot of people have trouble with succulents because they overwater them and they don't realize they're not like a normal plant. But if you're watching this video, you must probably know something about them already. Okay, so there, I think that's good enough. You got the sand, the pumice, the garden soil, the succulent soil. So here's a pot. Now, normally I would put some rocks on the bottom, but I don't have any right now with me. They're all outside in the back, and you're not going to believe me. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning right now. Okay, so fill it up. Not all the way like this. You see, I didn't really pat. I did pat it down a little bit, but don't pat it down too much. So here, it's like halfway. See that? About almost like up to your knuckle from the top. And then I'm going to add this big. Actually, oh no, this guy needs a bigger pot. I'll add this guy. Might be a girl, we don't know. So I gotta be real careful with the spines. You see, this is one of the ones that was kind of yellowing. I will be delicate with the spines. Put them in, I mean not spines, the roots. Put them in a little loop. Let them loop around. Because eventually I'll probably move this to another pot. But for now I want it to be cozy. So add the dirt in there. And here's something I learned. I don't know about you, but when I have watered my succulents, I get mad because the pumice and stuff will sometimes float to the top or leave the maceta, the planter altogether. So, yeah, I found that that's the reason people put rocks on the top, not just for decorative purposes, but it's also handy. So just a second, I'll go get them.